Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is the second part of the Haunted House series, so make sure to watch the first part to understand the story from the very beginning. The link is in the description. Enjoy.
It was like he was watching me sleep and he's looking at me, and it was a dark figure. I just remember he had a really sinister smile, and the stinking was more like something rotten. I woke up screaming and my eyes were focused on one particular corner of the room. My mom and I both noticed that the door was shut and we did not shut it. Like I mentioned, I was the person who was most affected in the house. One reason is because of all the nightmares, nobody else had it, and the other reason is because I would get injured. Like even the smallest way of injury would turn out to be really big and the pain would persist for the longest. I'll give you examples, okay? 3 major injuries that I had, and I even have photographs. It's weird, okay? One was at school. It was our physical training period, so we were playing something, running around, and me and one of my classmates bumped into each other. That shouldn't leave a mark on my skin for more than 3 weeks. The photograph that you are seeing on the screen is 2.5 weeks after the injuries, and it pained so much. I couldn't even wear clothes properly on my own. I needed help. It was that painful. And how did it happen? Because I bumped into someone. Like, how stupid is that? The other incident was when I was cleaning the litter box of my rabbits in the washroom, and I think I was scraping out some dirt with a sharp metallic object. Out of nowhere, I just happened to pierce the sharp object into my skin, like over here. I was scraping it and just went in, just like this. I don't know how that is even possible. There was a puncture on my skin. The third instance is I randomly got bit by a dog. Okay, if you know me well, you would know that I love animals. I never try to annoy or disturb animals, but on that particular day, I was just walking and I found a stray dog running towards me. I was like standing there and looking at him, okay, expecting him to come and maybe lick my leg or something. But the dog comes running, bites me on my leg, and casually walks away. That is so weird. Like I mentioned that I would get sick a lot. I'm going to tell you about an incident that happened later towards the end of our stay over there, and that was during my 12th board exam. As you may know, we have study leaves in between each exam, and I had my study leave going on at that point, and obviously I was preparing for my exam. You know, I'm the kind of person who's always careful, especially before exams. I don't have anything cold. I take care of myself so that I don't fall sick during my exam. But I just randomly, out of nowhere, I happened to get a really bad cold. That thing reached a point that I would cough all the time. I would cough intensely. What was weird about it is that I wouldn't cough so much during the day. It was okay-ish, but when it was night, I cannot talk because I'm coughing, to the point that I cannot sleep at night. So before my 12th board exam, I spent nights awake. Obviously I needed sleep because my exams were coming, and what I did was I would sleep during the day and I would stay awake at night. During the daytime, when the cough was still better, I would go to sleep. I would sleep for a few hours, then again I would just wake up, study, and then stay awake the whole night, and then go to bed in the morning. So that was my routine, but it was extreme. Like I said, whenever I would get sick, things would just be extreme. Coughing, extreme. Stomach problem, extreme. Getting injured, extreme. Along with my cough, there was also like the problem of me having nightmares. That was there throughout. Like I initially mentioned, I needed to sleep during my exam, so I would actually keep a holy book under my pillow to sleep. Like I reached that point that I would sleep with a book. Yes, I'm not exaggerating. Like I would do that just to fall asleep because I felt more secure that way. I felt better that way. So as you may know, before your board exams you have a model examination. The night before my maths model exam, I couldn't fall asleep. I went to my mom's room, my parents' room, and I slept next to my mom for that night, and my dad took my bed. So my mom was sleeping next to me. I fall asleep, and then I get my second sleep paralysis. It was scarier than the first one, I would say, because this object, again, it was a dark creature. It had red eyes. I remember what it looked like. It was sitting on my chest and it had its hands around my neck trying to choke me, and trust me, I felt like I was choking. In the dream, I knew that this wasn't real, and I knew that if I would wake up, this would end, but I couldn't. I just kept looking at that face, and that face was looking back at me, smiling, trying to choke me, sitting on my chest. I knew that I was sleeping next to my mom, and I just tried to move my finger. My hand was kept on the bed like this. I just tried to move my little finger a little bit. I think I managed to move it because I was awake. Also, I had mentioned earlier to keep in mind the sewage door. Now, talking about the sewage door, I would hear sounds from there, like something banging onto the door, that kind of noise. And the first time I heard it, I was alone at home, and I thought someone was knocking. Not really knocking, but like actually hitting on the door. It was that loud and that severe. So I thought somebody decided to just knock violently instead of ringing the bell. I went and checked. Nobody was outside, nobody was around, and then I shut the door, and then I was back doing whatever I was doing, and then I heard the sound again, and then I tried to look around, and then I realized where the sound was coming from, and it was coming from the sewage door. Obviously, I did not open and check because I mean it's dirty, it's a sewage door, but it was just like someone was banging on the door, like really loud, hitting the door. When I informed my mom about it later, she told that she heard it too, but in the middle of the night she woke up to the sound of that. My father heard it too. See, my dad is really skeptical about all this, so he just didn't really bother at that point. He suggested that it must have been somebody trying to clean the sewage or like checking the sewage lines or something, but who does that in the middle of the night? No one. So we really don't know what that was. While staying there, one day I decided to go shopping, and I wanted to buy something with my own pocket money that I saved for a long time, and I bought a top. It's a really pretty off-shoulder black colored top, but after buying it, I never ever got to wear it. Till the point that we left the place, I could never wear that top. Every time I would plan to wear the top, the plan would get cancelled. After coming over here, the first time ever I managed to wear it, I got sick. I got sick wearing that. I ended up getting fever, and I wasn't sick earlier, okay? I just randomly got fever wearing that. Second time I wore it, I was caught in a shopping mall for doing nothing, okay? Basically, after shopping, when you leave the shop, you have those detectors, right? So as I walked through it, it started beeping. Now obviously I did not shoplift, but it started beeping, and that was really confusing and weird, but that happened. And then the last time I wore it was the worst. Me, my mom and my brother, we were going somewhere, so we decided to take the bus, and it's an AC bus. I'm mentioning because of a reason, okay? Within 5 minutes of the journey, somebody's cell phone in the bus just burst. It caught fire. The phone was apparently kept inside a bag, and the bag was on fire, and just because it was an AC bus and completely closed, it was really suffocating for all of us, and we were sitting somewhere in the middle, so it was pretty chaotic. People were running outside, there was smoke all around, and just because it was an AC bus, it got filled up with smoke within like a few seconds. So that was the last time I ever wore it, and now after that I never wore the top. If you're interested to see it, it's right here. This is the top. This is, I call it the cursed top, okay, because whenever I wore this, something wrong happened, and I bought it while we stayed over there. This is my cursed off-shoulder top. Another scary thing that happened was my mom, after praying, I think she lit a camphor, and you know how camphor works, right? It extinguishes on its own when it gets over, but after lighting that up, it didn't stop, and she kept it in a bowl, okay, and that bowl caught fire, and the fire just wouldn't stop, and the entire bowl was lit. That's not how camphors work as far as I know, and we had to call like people outside to just extinguish the fire. The family who stayed there before us moved out of the flat, not to some other place, but they were there in the same building. Then why did they move? Like, that is something that I still question till today. We think of possibilities. Did they experience something like we did? I mean, they had 3 really young children, so I don't know what their experiences were. We never really asked them, to be honest, because you know, it really becomes difficult to stay at a place when you know about it. It's better to remain oblivious. It's easier that way. So we don't really know why they moved. I mean, they moved from flat 2C to 1C, just a floor difference.
While editing this video, I got to know from my mother that my parents signed a 2-year contract with the landlord because he was annoyed with the previous tenant who vacated the flat and moved to another flat in the same building within a few months of moving in and without prior notice.
Why? I still don't know. So that was the story. Those were the creepy instances that I experienced, my family experienced, and I really hope that you found it interesting. I hope it entertained you, even if you don't believe it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Watch my other videos. I'll see you later. Goodbye.